Hello and welcome to this week's yarn chat. My name is Nicole and I'm the brains and the beauty behind Yarn Craft by Nicole. And today my featured object is also my finished make. This is a pattern test from Tara Loves Crochet. These are the Mollie's Maine Cowl and mitts. They've got this really cute tree motif made with post stitches. And I'm a big fan. I made the cowl and the mitts with 2 skeins total of sport weight yarn. This is Mad Tosh No Farewell, I think is the name of the color, and then I still had a decent amount left. So very pleased with this. I don't think I really had any sport weight cowls, and I definitely didn't have any sport weight mitts. So these are lovely. I really like this motif right there. Yeah, I'm not sure when exactly these are going to come out, but the testing window is almost over for them, so probably won't be too much longer. I will also say that Tara did sizes for the mitts. I made the smallest size. I don't know, I would say I usually wear a medium glove, but I made the small size because I was using superwash merino and I didn't want it to get too large after I blocked it. And I will say that the small size fits me perfectly, like not too loose, not too tight. So when looking through the sizes, know that small size worked for me, who usually wears medium gloves. I think my ring size is like 6.5. That gives you any indication. Okay, so that is my one finished object. I think I showed you the conned pullover last week. I have now worn it out. I wore it for our anniversary dinner. It was super cute. I took some finished object pictures of that. It's on Instagram and on our Ravelry. If you want to check that out, you can. The rest of the things that I have today are whips. I think it'll be a relatively short podcast today because I have a lot of things going, but don't have a lot of things finished and not a ton of new things started. But that is always bound to change. I also just got back from taking finished object pictures of these. And while it is warmer today than it has been, it's still a little brisk, so if my voice sounds a little off, I was just outside in the cold-ish. It's cold on the river where we live. Okay, so where do I want to start? I think I had started this last time, and now I'm almost done with it. This is my Entrelac and Key that I'm making with Terrapin Fiberworks. I am very happy with it. I just finished, I ran out of the antique autumn color, the darker color. I don't have enough to do another row. I only had 1 skein of that, and I have plenty of the other because I had 2 skeins of this. So let me show you about what it'll look like when it's on, because usually I wear my shawls like a triangle scarf. So, well, first, this is for Tony's Make It Cowl 2025. This is the last week. I will have done this in 5 weeks, which is perfect. It's been a nice potato chippy project. I love the drape. I love the gauge that I got with the yarn. I am using DK weight cotton with a size J hook, and I'm really liking the drape I'm getting. So to finish it up, I have this color, which is balsamic, which I thought I would be alternating in, but I'm just gonna do 1 row of this at the top and then finish it with, if you can imagine, when this is a finished shawl, instead of having a square, it'll have triangles. So I'll do a row of the balsamic and then I'll do a row of triangles in this color, and then a border along the edge where all the ends are, and then I'll be done. So I'm really happy with it, very pleased with it. I like the size that I've gotten. The original Entrelac and Key is written for worsted weight 5 skeins and is a big shawl. She's a big girl. This is not that. This is the same pattern. I did add 2 more stitches to each square. I think 1 more row. I'll put it in my pattern notes. But I didn't want something quite that large. And I think this will be perfect. It'll be a little bit bigger than this. This is about the size I'll get, which is a good size for me. I don't have any cotton shawls, so this will also be nice. It's just something a little different. And it's also like browns and tans, which is not my typical color palette. Yeah, like that's, just looks cute. She just looks cute. I don't usually wear shawls like this, but maybe I would wear this one like that. She's just cute and I love her. So very pleased with this. If you haven't done Tunisian, this is a good way to learn Tunisian because you can do it with a regular crochet hook and you're just doing 1 little block at a time. So it's a good way to learn Tunisian simple stitch. And like I said, it's potato chippy. Now the original pattern, I think, like I said, has 5 colors. So you could definitely do this as like a scrap busting project. That would be really cool. But I just went with the high contrast 2 colors. Yeah, it's just pretty. It's just pretty. So I'll probably finish that up within the next couple of days. And it'll be perfect 'cause this is, like I said, the last week of the Make It Cowl for Tony. So you'll see that on my Instagram soon. And on Ravelry soon, I'm sure. Okay, other projects. So I started my Advent project on Valentine's Day. I didn't get a ton done on Valentine's Day, but I have gotten a little bit more since then. So this is the Green Letter Day Advent, which was tonals. I rearranged it a bajillion times. I thought I had found, like when I showed y'all last time on the mannequin, the fade that I thought I decided on, I changed it again. Because when I went back and looked at the pattern, you use 5 or 6 colors, I can't remember, of like a triangle piece before you add it onto the side. And I kind of wanted it to go light to dark in that triangle piece and then fade. So that meant that I needed to start with like my kind of tealy colors in order to make that work, instead of the pinks, which is where I thought I was going to start. And it would have been fine to start with the pinks, but because there weren't as many of them, I didn't have enough to make like the full triangle section. And so it would have been like a little stripier, and I wanted it to be more of a fade. Personal preference. But this is what I've got so far. This is the Sunset Adventure wrap from AK Lori Designs. I did change one thing with the eyelet rows. There are like 2 stitches or 2 rows that you do to create the eyelet, and I only did the first one by accident. And then when I realized it was by accident, I was like, but I really like the way it looks. I don't want to change it. Like, I prefer this because it gives you these cute little V's. So I'm just doing one, and you still do get an eyelet, like, especially when it walks. You're gonna see that, but I think it just would have been slightly different if I had followed the pattern exactly. But so far I've gotten 2 mini skeins. I'm working on my 3rd. And like I said, there's at least 5 or 6, and then it moves out from the side. So very happy with this. It's a pretty simple pattern to memorize, but because you're doing something fun as you're changing colors, it's very potato chippy. So very happy with that. I think this is going to be a dream to wear, and it's just going to be a showstopper piece. So very happy with this. I haven't worked on this in several days, and now that I'm looking at it, I want to get back to this. I had a lot of fingering weight projects or like very thin sport weight projects, so I think that's why this one got put on the back burner. But I really like it, and I can get back to it very soon. I'm using a size H hook, which is what was recommended for fingering weight yarn. The pattern is written for fingering and DK. So if you had a DK, and it's written for a advent, so an advent. I took out 4 skeins. I think it said you can use between 20 and 25 skeins. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal to take out 4. It's just gonna make it a little shorter. But I'm not worried about that because it's still a ton of fabric that's gonna be on that. Okay, last project that I have for you today is a project for my husband. So, Vaughn, I don't think you watch all the way through on these, but if you do, just bye. Don't watch any more of this. Vaughn is wonderful and has been wearing a scarf I made him years ago when we went to our first Army Navy game into the city, because it's a good, like, it's a nice, basic, easy scarf, and it's black and gold and goes with a lot of what he wears. So he has been using that a lot recently, so I thought for his birthday I would make him a scarf based on Ahsoka colors. And if you don't know who Ahsoka is, she is a Star Wars character. She's very cool, very strong character. It's Anakin's Padawan. That gives you any context. But anyway, it's his favorite. And it's also, the colors that she has are also the same colors that are the Denver Broncos colors, which is his team. So I am using Knit Picks or We Crochet's Wool of the Andes, and I am making the adventurous scarf like I did here, but in worsted weight, and I made up my own striping pattern. So this is what it looks like so far. I really love it. In the pattern, it shows you how to do a fade. This will now be my second one, and I haven't done the fade that is written in the pattern either time, but I do really love this pattern. It's very well written, from TL Yarn Crafts. But I wanted it to kind of look like Ahsoka because she's got orange skin and that blue head tails, blue and white stripy head tails. But then she also has these white markings on her face. So I wanted it to have a little bit of the white and the orange, a little bit of white with the blue, but then be mostly orange. So I'm really liking this. I did have to buy more yarn. I think I thought in my head that 50 gram balls on a Tunisian project would go farther than it did, which is fine, but I still have enough to keep me going. I probably have enough to get a little over halfway, and I went ahead and reordered, so should be fine. His birthday is the 9th of March, so this one I really only work on when he is in the office, so this is not a nighttime sit and stitch project, but I should still be able to finish it in time. Really liking the way it's working out. I've also made good headway on the temperature blankets. Melodies is caught up through October, so I just have November and a little bit of December left, and the other one is almost through October, so hopefully maybe in the next 2 weeks I'll be able to show you Melodies and it will be done, which will be nice. It'd be nice to have something done. It's gonna be beautiful when it's done, but I'm ready for it to be done. I'm kind of tired of linen stitch. And I think, friends, that is all I have for today. Like I said, it's a shorty today. I'm looking forward to Sorella's Wicked collection. If you're a fan of Wicked or Sorella, that's her newest collection. I think it's on the 28th of February. I think I showed y'all last time the sweater I want to make, and I think I've picked the colors. Vaughn also loved Wicked, so I was like, hey, if you want a Wicked hat or something to wear to the premiere, pick out a color and I'll order it. When I order mine, I'll make us matching things to wear. So looking forward to that. And I think that's all I got for y'all this week. Hope y'all have a great week. I hope it's getting warmer where you are, if that is something you were looking forward to. It is going to be in the 50s this next week, and I'm going to take Mollie and Scoot to the park for the first time in forever, and that's going to be delightful. And yeah, just looking forward to the next change of the season and less snow and less freezing temperatures. Have a great week, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.